Hello, this is your instructor, Dr. Larry Asplund, thinking about you tonight. I was aware of the fact that not all of you may have had an opportunity prior to our class to visit the Moody Library. So I thought I would do just a real quick and simple library tour, a video tour. I certainly don't intend to or desire to insult your intelligence. I know you're great students. And, don't feel like when you start watching this, don't feel like you've got to watch all of it unless you just think it might be entertaining. So anyway, here we are at our Blackboard main page. And of course, we access the library there. And the Kroll Library, I'm so impressed with all that Moody has done to create library resources for all of their various programs. When you go down to their main page, of course, you have opportunities to communicate directly with a librarian. And by the way, I do recommend that if you ever have a question or you feel like you're getting stuck, you can always communicate directly with a librarian. Then, of course, there's a library in Chicago, and in Michigan, that's the Seminary Library. The Aviation School, which is still in Spokane, but there's a specific library then just for us, just for distance learning. And so I'm gonna go over there and check it out. You see that there's all kinds of resources for us then in the distance learning library. Of course, the main menu on the left, there are a list of electronic resources. There's research assistance and specific services being offered to us. Of course, on the left here, you can begin a search when you're doing your research. There are some helpful tutorials and online guides for us. This is for, I can request assistance as well. Or you can recommend a purchase even if you think it'd be great for them to have something for you. There's a request form. One of the things I wanted to show you was that there's a library services page, and I believe this is it, just for us. So when you go over, and there it is, we actually have our own librarian. Christy Cherney is our own librarian, and this is our page. This is our library page. So you literally have everything here that you could ever need, and they've tried to anticipate all of our needs, both even me as faculty, you as students. Don't hesitate to communicate with Christy because she is there. She might have some ideas for you even when it comes to research. If you don't think you're finding what you need, she would be a great resource for you. But when it comes to searching, for us in biblical studies, in ministry and leadership, the ATLA Religion Database. Now, I have to tell you, these databases are very important to us, particularly if you're looking for journal articles. You will find them usually in a database. So for our purposes, even if you were in the seminary, the ATLA Religion Database would be our main source. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, hoping that it won't give me grief. Well, I'd already logged in, so it looks like I'm still logged in. So when you go to the ATLA Religion Database, usually it will give you a login, place for you to put in your login credentials, your username, your password. But so many of you are involved in youth ministry. I want to see if they will give me some journal articles on youth ministry. Let's see, it's suggesting in the 21st century. Let's go ahead and see what they might offer there. So I'm going to search in that database. Here is an article in the Christian Education Journal from 2016. So that's going to be a recent one. Here's a PDF of the full text. You can literally click that and you will get the entire article. You can read it, you can download it, print it if you want to. Let me see if I can find my way back. Here's another journal article from the Journal of Youth Ministry from 2016. Here is one from what's this, Africanist Journal? I'm not entirely familiar with that, from 2017. So in other words, once you go into the Atla Religion database, you can change your parameters. You can look for anything you want. Maybe you want to see if you can get some recent journal articles on being a lead pastor. Maybe let's do this. Let's do a multi-site see, it doesn't like here. Oh, it gave me ideas. So I'm going to just search. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. I'm having fun with it. So multi-site church, there is something from Mission of the Church, Pastoral Theology. That's from the year 2000. There's something else from 2003, Historical Evaluation in Korea. In other words, you can search for almost anything you want, and you can narrow your search parameters if you want, maybe do a better job. So keep in mind, we have our own library, our own librarian. So don't hesitate. If you ever feel like you're hitting some kind of a roadblock and it's not working for you, be sure to contact her. And obviously, we're going to be starting here from Blackboard, which is where we started, where you can begin to explore. And I encourage you to do so, especially if you go on to do graduate work. You will find these resources absolutely essential. And even just as a student, as someone who is committed to lifelong learning, I know you're going to want to love and explore these resources. So let me know if you have any questions. That's, of course, with our research paper assignment. I wanted to make sure you kind of knew how to get started with that. And, it should be fun for you to just find three, relevant journal articles and write. It's really a short paper, 3 pages. But I think a great exercise for you. So God bless you, everybody. Have a great weekend.